James Forder is an economist, a real economist, not just someone who lies on his CV. And he has warned Rachel Reeves that she's risking years of weak or even negative growth with her policies. He says Britain could face years of weak economic performance or even negative growth if current policy continues, and the warning follows the Chancellor's spring statement, which critics say revealed sort of little evidence of a clear economic plan. In fact, the absence of a clear economic plan was it was very significantly obvious. Instead, Forder argues, the government is relying on optimistic forecasts and political messaging rather than concrete fiscal policy. He says the spring statement had been widely expected to be uneventful, and it was. Remarkably so, he said. But, I mean, ahead of the announcement, the government sources were suggesting that it would be a very boring thing. There would be no new policy announcements or anything exciting. They were damn right, weren't they? Reeves delivered what was really just a monotonous short speech focused largely on defending Labour's policies and saying, oh, haven't we done well? Oh, haven't we done well? No, you haven't, Rachel. You made an absolute pig's ear of it. But the statement offered no clear sort of roadmap. It didn't say where it was going anywhere. It was just sort of meandering out until she has a bright idea. Or somebody else does when they've replaced her. But according to latest projections from the OBR, economic growth is expected to rise gradually over the course of the Parliament, but still at rates very, very sub the inflation rate, so net shrinkage. Basically, no growth, While the government highlights projected improvements later in the Parliament, critics describe this as jam tomorrow economics. Promises of recovery are being constantly pushed further and further into the future. And the whole economic outlook is being shaped by growing international insecurity and uncertainty. She has no idea how we're going to fund any kind of action or war if we get involved in it. And of course, this escalating situation isn't going to go away anytime soon. I mean, hopefully the air war will be over very quickly, but it's still going to be an awful lot of shake-up of things like oil supply and everything. It's going to be very bad. But another issue that was raised by critics also was the fiscal headroom. She set these fiscal rules which commit Labour to maintaining strict limits on things like borrowing and spending and whatever. And she keeps breaking them. And then she has to go, I'll make more rules. And then she breaks them and I'll make more rules. And it's just a joke. But there we go. Labour entered office promising to do much and have done the complete opposite. They've destroyed. There's no plans. There's no long-term plans. But there is, alas, long-term risk. Because if growth remains weak, living standards fall, the country becomes poorer, everything declines, and we get to a tipping point where recovery is just not possible. Might as well pull the plug and let the patient die. Oh well. Are you feeling better off? Let me know what you think. Thanks a lot. Bye.